I love using this example. I do it all the time. This here is an off angle. This here is an on angle. When you're peeking into an on angle, there's a certain principle that you need to follow when you're peeking into it. Because the thing is, when you're walking out into this and you're shooting or you're holding this angle, they're going to automatically crosshair place your head at this position. That's an on angle. Now, when you're looking at an off angle, the reason why this is an off angle is that there are a million places that they could be looking at for a crosshair placement. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here, it could be over here. There's a million different spots. So they have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 in 6 chance of crosshair placing you perfect. That's why when you peek out into an angle like this, for example, right here, and you shoot into this one, you have a much higher chance of winning because you know where they are, but they have to completely guess where you are. Yeah. So that's important to understand, because when you're on defense, you want to take as many advantageous fights as possible. You don't want to take disadvantageous fights if you can avoid it. Peeking into 5 people here is clearly disadvantageous, but it looks cool on the clip. So the first question I have to ask you is, are you looking to become a content creator, or you want to become pro?
Honestly, probably pro.
Hello, my name is Worthy, a professional Valorant coach. If you're looking to climb the ranks and improve your overall gameplay, you definitely want to leave a like and a sub, and enjoy the video. The first thing that we're going to talk about is that on angle and off angle stuff. So is this an on angle or an off angle right now?
This is an on angle.
Okay, when you're holding an on angle, you must peek in and out from cover. The reason for this is that if someone swings you properly, which they won't at this rank, you don't get punished enough, by the way. If they swing you properly, if you're playing against me, I'm gonna move up here, and then I'm gonna do something called the T protocol, which is going to be to swing out to the right directly, for your right, for their left. And my crosshair placement's going to be, guess what? Right on your head, looking right at you. You will not win that fight. I don't care how good you think you are. The reason for this is that I will have ping. I will have latency to the server. The server is trying to interpret my movements. So I'll be able to see you before the server interprets where I'm going to go and what it's going to predict. So you will not have the reaction time for it, and I will have a shot on you. If I don't miss, I win that fight. If I miss, you get a chance to shoot back. That's what it would look like. So you need to be very careful in these angles, and you need to be peeking in and out whenever you know that you're in an on angle. If you're in an off angle, you can hold it like this, but this is not an off angle. We're going to talk about the T protocol here, and the T protocol is lining up a common angle. So I'll do it for you really quick. Let's say, for example, the target that we're trying to shoot is right here. What we want to do is do the T protocol to be able to maximize our peeker's advantage to win this gunfight. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this imaginary line. Hopefully I make it nice and straight. And it's going to go right along here. Okay, this is the line that we're going to be crosshair placing to fight this guy in the corner. And what we're going to do is, I actually need to erase this a little bit. Let me go back again. Let me go a little bit shorter. This is the line. Okay. And it should be right around here. The reason why I'm having it right there is because I want to give us enough space from this wall here. Okay. So what we're going to do is, instead of peeking it like this and running against the wall, we're going to move up forward slightly, and then we're going to move along this pathway. So it's kind of like we're trying to cross the T on a capital T. This is the line and the distance, and we're going to be moving back and forth if we wanted to move left or if we want to move right. So this is the pathway that we'll be moving. The reason why we do this is it looks like it's on a diagonal, but it's actually a straight peek. All you're going to be doing is pressing the A key. So when you move straight out, you maximize the speed in which you can peek the angle, and you pre-fire the angle in the spot that you want to go, because you've already pre-planned and pre-aimed the area. And this makes things a whole lot easier for peeking things.
No, but be ready. Just be ready.
So see how you're peeking this right now?
Yeah.
You kind of do this little loop thing.
Same thing, babe. No.
And you're constant moving. Instead of taking a second to prime the peak, so place your crosshair, and then T protocol out in that area. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does make sense.
The way that you swing this is kind of lazy, right? You're currently looking at Shack. Head level is like right here. What I mean by that is the Shack protocol is you are aiming way above where the head's actually supposed to be. You're playing against Shaq. You're expecting Shaquille O'Neal to peek you. Shaquille O'Neal is currently not a character in the game. So unless there's an update that adds him tomorrow, then I apologize, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just, I want you to take a second to do what's called driver's protocol. Have you heard me talk about driver's protocol before?
Yes, but can you remind me?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you drive a car, do you drive a car?
Yes.
Cool. When you drive a car, where do your eyes normally land?
Probably like a mile out. Well, not a mile out.
Yeah, you're looking towards your windshield for most of the time. Where else do your eyes go if it's not in that position?
Usually my side view mirrors or my rear view mirror.
Beautiful. So guess what? I would submit to you that Valorant is like driving a car. You have 2 side view mirrors and you have a rear view mirror. And whenever you feel safe when you're driving, you definitely want to be checking those mirrors for more information so that you feel more safe in the future, right? You know what's coming up. You know if someone's going to try to cut you off, all that good stuff. Well, you have 2 side view mirrors. One of them is your mini map. You should be flicking your eyes to every so often. Another one, whenever you hear a gunfight going on, is I flick my eyes over to the kill feed. I want to see what's going on. Did we win that fight? Did we lose it? If we lost it, I'm going to flick my eyes back over to the mini map and figure out where that fight happened. And then every so often, when I'm deciding if I'm going to make a play, I look up at the scoreboard. I say, well, guess what? It's a 3v1 situation. I don't need to do anything. I can just chill. It's that simple. All you got to do is take in the information that's given to you. The most important piece of information is the clock. How much time do I have when I'm on offense? And how much time do I have when I'm on defense? When I'm on defense, if I've got time on my side, I don't have to do a damn thing. They have to come to me. So why should I do all the work? Make your life easy. Work smarter, not harder. If you base all of your decisions around the clock when you're on defense and bringing the clock down, you will be correct every single time, okay? But if you work against the clock, you end up losing rounds. It's a very easy principle. Work the clock, right? Okay. This never happens again. This one's inexcusable once again, okay? What did you do wrong here?
I did not look at A main whatsoever.
Yeah, you didn't look at A main here, and you're facing away from the threat. Furthermore, when you went to jump up on the box, you're putting your crosshair placement here. Last time I checked, I don't think an enemy could be here, correct?
Yes.
Okay, where could the enemy be?
A main right now.
A main, right over there. You must learn how to jump up on these boxes while looking towards A main. No questions asked. You cannot allow this to happen.
Okay.
I think they play more reserved in the right times. Okay, like this, for example. They play more reserved in the right times. What was this? What? What?
I thought I
what
could
are we
just
doing?
outmaneuver them with ult and...
What made you think of this? This is a perfect example, chat. Okay, hang on. What? I'm afraid to ask, but what was the thought process here?
Just ulting. That's all I was thinking. Just ult and kill them all. That's all I was thinking.
Dick measuring contest. Yes.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. In 1 minute and 39 seconds, who wins this round? Wrong.
Well, actually, no. Sorry. We do.
Okay. So here's the mentality you need to have, okay? All your moves are based around the clock. If this move here that you do does not serve bringing the time down, but actually makes it easier for them to be able to get onto site in a faster amount of time, then it's counterproductive to the win condition we're trying to work with. Now, if you make a play that slows them down, let's say, for example, you're playing as Brimstone and they're rushing into A, and then you just go and you say, well, you know what? I'm going to toss a smoke like this. Then all the enemies come in here and they're like, oh, well, shit, what did we do? There's a smoke here. That will take time off of their clock. And the lower the clock goes, this is how you win games, okay? The lower the clock goes for them to be able to move on to site. How are they starting to feel by the time they get over here, okay?
They feel rushed.
They're gonna feel more rushed to get into the bomb site and start to plant it, 100%. When a person feels rushed and there's pressure, are they more likely to make a mistake or less likely? More likely to make a mistake. So guess what? You sitting here as Neon, and they're only got, what, 20 seconds to get the bomb down? So we'll say they got 20 seconds left. Well, guess what? Those fights are gonna look a lot more easier for you because there's less pressure on you, more pressure on them. When they're running in, they're trying to clear everything. They're like, oh my god, they could be everywhere and I don't know where they are. You peek out, you win. That's a nice easy clip for you. Put that on your TikTok. You pushing out at the beginning of the round is self-serving in the fact of you trying to go for frags but not for a win condition, and that's the issue. When a person dies 5 seconds into the round, that is a big FU to all of your teammates because you are giving up position on the map and you're giving up your life. You're forcing everyone else on your team to rotate for your death. You're putting everyone else in a pain point, right? Does that make sense?
Yes. You know, it does make sense. I think I watched a YouTube video actually on how to win CT rounds. You explained that pretty well.
I have the defenders, right? You saw the defenders guide? Perfect. Yeah. So you can see how this is counterproducctive, right? Now, back in the day when I was competing regularly, I would have given you a lot of shit for this. like a lot. Like I would be on your ass, but I'm a nice guy now, okay? I don't compete anymore, right? But this was this shit that I was dealing with all the time in beta, and I'm like, these guys don't know how to play. So I ended up making that video out of rage and anger.
Oh, that
I
did not
remember
expect
seeing that, the
to
big
be
fuck you.
there.
Yeah, it was basically
Yeah.
like, I need to teach these people, and I need to be as civil as I possibly can. And it's so hard.
You are
It's so
now
hard. I
listening
need to
to
be so patient.
Suffocation.